Hey, YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another episode of Foundry Virtual Tabletop from the ground up. And I wanted to do kind of a clarification episode, I think, because 2 episodes ago I was saying better rolls was, doing better dice or something like that. And we, last episode, found that no, I was wrong about that. It's actually, I was thinking of a dice tray, which gives you 3D dice. And then, or am I backwards? Dice So Nice and Dice Tray. I think Dice So Nice is the one that gives you the 3D dice. Dice Tray is what gives you this little tray. And we also pointed out that, oh, did it work that time? It actually worked. I am shocked that we weren't able to do it, but you're able to click on the dice, which normally is not available, and you can actually do some more complex type stuff here, such as DX, which will just say D, 25, roll, and that will roll a 1D25. So I wanted to do a little bit of clarification. Now, my Foundry, I think, is kind of broken, and I keep forgetting before I need to sit down to record that I probably need to uninstall it and reinstall it. I'm noticing now when I try and do update on modules, one of them comes up. I don't know if the author stopped supporting it and I have it actually on my list of installed module, not installed, but I guess they're installed. They're just not active. But anyway, it says can't find dependencies K, the letter K. And then we also have that little issue where if I go to save in the configuration, it doesn't actually do anything. So it just sits. So that is some stuff I need to take care of. Now, for this episode, we're going to actually kind of delve a little, we're going to probably gloss the surface and tempt you into getting better rolls for 5e. But I don't think we have enough time to actually go into everything, nor do this module, I haven't found a ton of the documentation on it other than just the wiki page. So we're kind of going to be, let me just double check and make sure, not the wiki page, but the actual GitHub page. I want to just check real quick because I could have swore I did look. Yeah, I don't see any kind of link for like a wiki or how to everything works. So we're going to do the best we can. And some of the features I really like that I've actually played with and do know about. There are many other features of better rolls that sound really cool, but I'm not 100% sure how they actually work or what some of the different settings are. So we're gonna talk about that kind of stuff. So what I wanted to do first is we have Derby Fam logged in, and she's taking over. Well, I guess not she. It's my daughter's username in Minecraft. But anyway, she is going to be Akra here. Now, technically, I'm both people, but that's okay. And this is going to help us to show how exactly this better rolls actually gives you better rolls, gives you better ideas. And part of it is when you're doing a typical thing, a play, and this is at the table, it's actually this way. It can take a little bit of time to go through an entire person's turn because they rolled a hit, then if they hit, then they roll to do damage, and and add all that together. One of the nice things about better rolls, for example, it gives you the ability to kind of have everything. I've seen it in Roll20 where it actually always gives you an idea of what rolling with advantage disadvantage is. And then it also rolls the damage at the same time, saving those few extra seconds or milliseconds or whatever to keep the game going. Especially when you're doing virtual, that can take a little bit longer and kind of lag the game out and lose momentum for the game. So I'm going to show you an example for real quick. So I think, yep, I'm on the right one. I just want to make sure I was on the Derby Fam one. So Derby Fam here wants to attack this goblin. I've modified the goblin. He actually now, well, she can't see it. But as you can see, her person here, we don't care about that. Derby Fam here is this Aracroca. No, it's a Dragonborn actually, named Akra. A Dragonborn cleric. So if she wants to attack this guy, we come into inventories and we can click on mace here or light crossbow. She's a little bit away, so we're going to go ahead and do light crossbow, and you'll see what that does is it pulls up this window here and it says, are you attacking or are you damaging? So we would say, okay, I'm attacking. So we click that, and then here we choose advantage, normal, or disadvantage, and we'll just say, let's roll with advantage. So now it rolls the dice. This is our dice so nice. And you can see here, here's our little formula, 2d20, keep high. And so here you can see we kept the 18, dropped the 9. So pretty easy. That obviously will say, I'm pretty sure is a hit, especially on a goblin. So let's go ahead and collapse that. So now they come here and they click damage. And this is just a normal damage. So we click here, they roll their damage dice, and it says 7. And this is where the GM would then actually apply the damage to the creature. Now, a couple things, I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but in order for us to know who they're attacking, one easy way is if they double right click on us. So if we go back to us, we can't see who they're selecting, even though on their screen, they might highlight that, but they can, well, technically they can't highlight anyone because I haven't given them permission. They can only move themselves. See, can't move anyone else. So they can move themselves, but they can't move anyone else, which is how you want it. But in order for her to select him, so I know who she's selecting, she can double right click on him like that, and now we'll get these fancy nice arrows saying this is who's being targeted. Now on the GM side, I can now see this little blue dot, knowing that's Derby Fam. That is who she's attacking. Because with all this information here, and here's finally her attack, then I come here and I can right click. Where did I do it? Is Dice So Nice also do that? I could have swore you could right click this and it says apply damage or whatever. Maybe I have to select the target. Let's try that. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. So I can right click on it, and now I can say apply damage. I can say apply healing. I can double the damage, so I could do 14 damage, or I could do half damage, which would basically be 3 or 4. I'm not 100% sure which one it's going to do. I think the rules would state that you round up. So let's try half damage and see if it does 4 damage. And there we go. So now we have 4 damage done to that character. If, as GM, if I go in there, I can see it did 3. So it rounds down, actually, not up. Now, so that is basically one combat turn. It fills up our chat, as you can see, with lots and lots of information. We're going to go ahead and clear that out, and then we're going to load up dice, so better rolls, not Dice So Nice. So if we go under Manage Modules, and we click on Better Rolls for 5e, and then click Save, this will load both mine and Derby Fam's screen, and any other players that are connected. And we can move this. I always forget which mouse is to move the thing, because in Fantasy Grounds, and I usually mention kind of the comparing of the two because they're quite similar, middle click is what you would use to move the thing. On this, it's right click. On Fantasy Grounds, right click pulls up the radio menu. On this, right click does that. In Fantasy Grounds is middle click, which I can draw a selection box, which is basically the same thing as the left click. So middle click doesn't do anything, I don't think. It doesn't seem to. I don't know if it has any specific functions. So now that we've reloaded it, we'll go into her game. It's going to say it reloaded modules. So now if we're going to do that exact same thing, and also you'll notice here that she can't see actual damage. Depending on the GM, you might not want people to see, oh yeah, he's hurting so bad, you know. or see a little bar. I usually leave it on, but I wanted to turn it off here just to show you that as a GM, you can make it so they don't know, oh yeah, he's almost dead because the bar is almost all the way to the bottom kind of thing, as we can see with our players. And in fact, it's even set up where they can't see other players. Now, you might want this enabled. I think if you come in here, I don't have it enabled there either. But anyway, let's continue on. So now Derby Fam is going to do basically the same attack. Let's go here, but they're going to do it with using better rolls. So what we can do is we can once again click on Derby Fam. She's going to double right click that guy so we know who it is. Now when we come into our inventory here and we click on, say, the light crossbow, it will automatically roll 2 d20s for your advantage, disadvantage. The first one is the first roll, the second one is the second roll. And you'll also see it also rolled the damage all in one thing. Now if we want to drill down, we can actually see that on the d20 they rolled a 4. They have no modifier as far as dex goes, I'm assuming. And they got their proficiency bonus. So the total is 4. Actually, that doesn't make sense. They rolled a 4. Actually, this one did not. Oh, maybe they're not proficient with the light crossbow. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that because we're not actually seeing this value being added in, which is interesting. Oh, no, we do. It's right down here. So this is what was rolled on the dice. This is the total. So 4 and 2, 6, 13 and 15. I don't know why I was thinking this was the total, but no, that's the die roll. Then down here you can see it says the damage, and we can actually see what that is too. It's 1d8. Looks like there is no, well, obviously they don't have a dex. They must not have dex. Nope, no dex. So there's no modifier there as well. However, you'll notice it's all in one little thing. It's rolled both advantage and it rolled the 2d20s. It's up to you to decide which one's advantage, disadvantage. If it's a 20 that it rolls on the die, it will actually be green. If it's a 1, it will be red. I guess I don't need to move that over. But one thing to note is the players cannot actually add damage. If I told this to do half damage to the selected token, even though this is the target, they are the selected token. So if I tried doing this, you'll see she actually damages herself. But if we go back to the GM side of it, you'll see that I have the exact same information. I can click on it, drop it down, and I can see that this is who they're selecting. Now, the GM has to select who they're selecting, and if they have multiple, can you control click it? No, shift click it? Yes. So you shift click it to get the other one. But anyway, if I do that, and then as the GM, you'll notice I don't have to right click here. I can make it private, I guess. But I can just click here. We have the full, let's do full damage this time. And you'll see it actually does full damage. So this is one of the settings of better rolls that I really like. I think it's nice to have everything nice and compact instead of having all that additional information. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this. So now I want to just go a little bit into kind of the settings for this. For example, when you're in a character and we go into, say, their weapon, if we click on mace and click on edit, you'll see there's actually a better rolls tab. Now, this is where I'm actually probably best if I re-roll it again. Let's do the mace. So you can see there's our 2 dice, there's our d6. So bludgeoning, here you can see it's a green because we maxed out the damage. We rolled the d6 and got that. With strength, we must have at least a 3. Yep, and that gives us the 9. I'm not sure why it doesn't actually show you the plus 3. I mean, it shows it. Oh, I guess that is it. The 1d6 plus 3. I guess I didn't realize that. I thought that was part of that. So here you can see damages bludgeoning. It does 1d6 plus the 3 for the strength. So let's just go look, and this is what I'm talking about that I'm not 100% sure, but it seems to make sense. So if we come in here and go to better roles, we can see that one has a critical threshold. The way I assume this works is, for example, as a fighter, you might have the ability, or I know you can crit on like 19 and 20. So I'm thinking here maybe you would put 19 and it would be able to do 19 and 20. Not 100% sure, and like I said, I can't really find anything specific that describes that. So maybe if the author of Better Rules happens to see this video, they can clarify. That would be great. Then you can also say extra critical damage. Not exactly, it always says this 0 bludgeoning, which I'm assuming it gets from under details right here. The 0 might be this. I'm not 100% sure. It's iffy. If any of you guys know, feel free to tell me as well. Then we have the quick rolls. So here you're saying, I want to see the attack roll. I want to see the properties of the attack roll, which I'm assuming is this part right here. Versatile, I'm assuming that would show 2 types. In fact, that might be good. Let's set that and let's just see what that does. And then other formula, actually that's probably this piece. And flavor, I'm assuming is the part that's telling you about the bludgeoning or something. I'm not sure. And what we can do is actually turn off and on each of these and see what kind of difference we have, which could be a very good idea. And then description, I'm assuming that would also include the description. So right now all we have on is versatile and description. So let's go ahead and save that and see. I guess it saves automatically. Let's click Mace and just see what kind of difference we see in here. So we got reds because we rolled, wow, we rolled 2 nat ones. So okay, that's definitely the description. It's showing the description right here. We're also seeing, can I move this just a little bit? So that's all the same. The versatile, maybe that would be in here because that would actually be a damage thing. 1d6, no. I have no clue what the versatile part does, but clearly the description gives us that, and maybe for the first time you start using it just to give an idea of what it is, especially maybe in a homebrew thing. That would be handy. I probably would not have that active on mine, to tell you the truth. So if we go and turn off, I didn't see versatile do anything. I can't believe we rolled double ones. Oh, we didn't do, I thought we did description on both those. Does it only do one? No, that time it did it. Let's go ahead and get rid of, I'm in the wrong screen. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one and go back and let's try that once more. So there goes our roll. Oh, because we crit. So you'll see we actually got a crit here. And you can see it did a crit there. So that's actually, this is kind of good. So I don't see 2 descriptions, which I'm kind of glad. I don't think we need the same description twice. Oh, you know what I bet it is? This is not a versatile weapon, so it's not actually going to, let's see if we can change that real quick. Details. I bet you anything that's what it is. Where's versatile? Right there. So we change versatile, and then we say, I don't care about the formula, I just want the damage on it. So versatile damage. Let's do this and do Control C, paste that in there, and maybe do a D12. I don't know, D8 or something. Okay, let's try that now. So let's go back. This does seem a lot longer. Is it just the difference of that? One d6, 1d6. This might be the versatile part where it's showing you the 1d6, and because we didn't have one set, it didn't have the second 1d6. Now, an interesting thing is it's not actually showing you the information for this one, but it might be. Let's just get rid of this guy real quick. Get rid of that one, and let's do it once more. It's the mace. Booyah. Okay, we didn't get a crit, so that's actually good. All right, so like I said, we only have the one description. Right, we rolled a 6 and a 10 plus our 5 gives us 11 and 15. That all makes sense. And then here is not the versatile. How do we have versatile last time and we didn't even have? Did it say versatile? Yeah, versatile's right there. And I thought versatile. Oh, this is not the formula for it. This would be other formula. Control. I have no idea right now. Although I'm not sure. Versatile damage. Let's just try that. And it's not a saving throw. Contacts. Seeing it. I would think it would also say something about. Oh, we turned off versatile. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just dummy. You guys probably totally caught that because you guys are awesome. Alright, so let's try this once again. Let's go ahead and delete this one. And go back here. And let's roll it. I got some kind of weird. Oops, I didn't see the error. Why did it roll 3 20s? So we have the 13 and the 10, which gives the 18, so that's right. And it does say blood. Okay, so maybe this is it, because now we have 2. So this is the D12, so this is the versatile. And this one is also the versatile. So where's our D6? I didn't change that, right? No, I left that one. Other formula. So this one, I think I don't want the. I think we did want this up here. Control X, Control V. I think this is overriding this formula. I don't know. So we're gonna do one more. We're actually out of time, but better rules. The biggest thing I want to point out is it's really nice that it compresses all those different roles and all those different pop-ups into just a single little window that makes it a lot easier. Now, like I said, it does do other things as well, which is really cool. I will give you guys the opportunity to go research those. If you go into the thing, it will actually tell you, you know, the Get page, and you can go look at that. Sorry. Yeah, anyway. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're going to do this last roll just to see if it's doing more along the lines of what we expect it to, and call it good, I think. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Okay, let's roll one last time. We've only got the one up there. Okay, so whoops, I clicked the wrong spot. Click the die. I want to see what that says. The attribute mod D112. So on the D12, we rolled a 1. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to do some research on this, but like I said, there's not a ton of information on this stuff. So it's kind of, oh, here it is. I bet you guys caught that too. You guys catch everything. Okay, one last try again, and then we seriously are going to call it. All right, so we deleted that. Go back in here. Let's roll once more. Roll once more. Why is it rolling 3? I'm not sure why it's rolling 3 D20s. Oh, no. Oh, I'm a dummy. I know why. One of those is a D12, and I bet you guys caught that too. They just look like D20s. Yeah, so we got the 2 and the 8, which would be a miss anyway, but it's only doing the D12, so I'm curious as to why it's that first time it looked like it wanted to roll both of them. I wonder. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look into that, see if I can figure it out. One thing I'm suspecting right now is maybe if there's versatile, then it kind of ignores this guy. So if we stuck in other mod, maybe this entire thing, maybe it would work right. Attribute mod was not present for the prize roll. See, so it actually did roll the 6 with no modifier, and that could be offhand. And then it did the 12. So it seems to be something along those lines. This is definitely something to look into. If you guys have any ideas on this, I would love your opinion or any insights you might have. But like I was saying, the main thing I wanted to get across is how Better Rolls makes it so instead of having all those different windows, you can actually have everything in just one little window, which makes it a little nicer. Instead of having to right click your damage, you can just simply do it right here. It just, as long as you have something selected, it will actually bring these guys up, and all the information's there, and you can even have the mace description if you want. Anyway, the last thing I wanted to do just before we go is if we go into module settings, this is the player side of it. They don't get any options for Better Rolls. However, as the GM, you get quite a few settings that we'll just comb over really quick. But like I said, I can't really change them and test them until I uninstall my current Foundry and reinstall it, because when I hit the save button, it just kind of hangs. But anyway, so your D20 mode, the default is dual, which is showing those 2 windows that are showing the values, the die rolls. If you only wanted the single, then you do that. Then in that case, the player, when they click on the dice, they could hold shift to roll with advantage or control to roll with disadvantage. And that even works if this is not selected. Those will always work as far as shift and control go. I don't know if that's a default type of thing without Better Rolls. I'm not 100% sure. As you can see here, query for disadvantage. This shows that yes, you could do the shift and control still to do that. Add roll buttons to sheet. I think that is where there's different other things you can do that will give you that. For example, I guess I didn't show that, but if we have our character, hello, are we on our, oh, this is pulling up for the player too. Interesting. The player can see you changing your settings. But if we come in here, you can also do the same thing like with your attributes. strength, you can say I'm doing a saving throw, and you'll see it automatically does the 2 dice for you. It looks like we rolled a nat 20 on one of them. But you know, if you're doing advantage, which we if we were doing advantage, then we would keep this. If we're a regular roll, it would be this one. So hopefully that kind of makes the same sense to you already, or that's kind of clear already. Let's see. I think that's what that's talking about, is it pulls up that little screen for you. You can disable that. Make item image auto roll. I'm not 100% sure what that is. When clicking on an item's image, output a better roll message to chat instead of the normal chat output. So maybe that's talking about clicking on the dice, it just auto rolls instead of pops up the little thing. Alt click an image for a secondary roll. Quick roll descriptions. We have the art, show roll title labels. So we could do, there's quite a bit you can do with this. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what all this is, so I probably shouldn't actually go through all this right now. But my main goal was just to show you why I like better rolls, at least why I got it and why I think it's kind of nice. And I think I did that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord and my other channels. And share my channel with other people. Let's grow this channel and make it huge. And that's it. Until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.